Welcome back to Camp Two Fires, everybody. A little Bob Marley for your morning. Get up, stand up. I wrote an article on our website, camp2fires.com, called Stand Up.
Did you?
Yeah, we're talking about our rights as hunters
Yep.
in this state. And with the no baiting ban. And by the way, we got another good show lined up for you next week. And we'll be talking about how this baiting ban in the state of Michigan is going to hurt people who are trying to feed deer. And it's going to be very interesting.
It's ongoing, folks.
We go to camp2fires.com. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights, man. Let them hear your voice. You can't sit back and take what's going on. You just can't. I don't care if it's about the auto workers or the
losing your home,
but we need your help here. You got to stand up in the outdoors, and you got to stop all this silliness that's going on with our Department of Natural Resources and our governor, who it looks like we're stuck with for another 2 years because Obama doesn't even want her. What are we going to do with somebody that Obama doesn't even want?
First smart thing he's done.
Oh.
Well, I'll tell you something. I saw some news reports where it said that, since now he's going to be the president of the United States, he realizes he said some things that he's really not going to be able to come through on because of this whole transition deal. Now he's beginning to get the picture of what being the president's all about.
Right.
You can't just walk in and say, well, I'm the president of the United States, and here's how it's going to be.
Guess again.
Yeah, and everybody goes, roll down the window and throw that crack pipe as far as you can, Sparky, because we are the Senate, we are the Congress, we are this, we are that, and you are just not going to walk in here and tell us what we're going to do.
Well, that's why they were set up. So, because the president is not a king.
No, and fortunately for us, but he's got some. You know what else cracks me up about Obama? I don't know how we got on this, but somebody brought it up. Oh, it was me.
Yeah.
Sorry. What cracks me up is he started this whole. If you look up official positions in the federal government, there is no official office of the president-elect.
Right.
No.
You've never seen another president in history that's been going on television as much.
Exactly.
And I'm wondering if he's getting in the way. Because if I'm the president of the United States, I don't want the guy who's coming up next going on, and talking trash.
Well,
it's pretty easy to stand over somebody's shoulder and go, that ain't right. That ain't right. That ain't right. Anyway, just a thought.
It's also the first time in 40 years that a president's already got everybody that he needs in his cabinet. Usually it takes him a while to.
And
didn't he just go pick the old Clinton cabinet?
No. No.
No, we got generals that are.
Well, we got. He's put Republicans.
Yeah.
In there too. He's.
Aren't you paying attention, Tom?
Not to him.
Well, you better.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. He and Joe Biden are anti-gun.
Oh, definitely.
248-851-1270. We got a phone call right here. Let's take it. Let's go to line 10. And we got Tom in Ann Arbor. Morning, Tom.
Hey, how you doing, Bob?
Sorry to keep you holding for so long, bud. Thanks for hanging on. What's on your mind?
No, it's well worth it. Well, I got hurt here a while back and had to have some surgery, so I started doing some research into crossbows. And I'm going to be hunting with one from now on, and I just was amazed to find out that that's such a contentious issue.
Oh, big time.
And I've never heard you guys, I must have been busy that day, but I never heard you guys talk about them, so I'm real interested in seeing how you feel. And
I've whined about it several times, I really have, because there are a lot of people who don't want crossbow hunting in this state, and I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, if anybody's interested, pro or anti, especially pro, the NRC is making some decisions right now, and there's a bill in the legislature that they need to get a hold of their people and let them know how they feel. You talk about standing up for your rights. Well, it's your right, So we need to get that passed. I'll be hunting with one, whether it passes or not. But I really
right. You've got a writ. You've got a writ, right? You went to your doctor and everything, right? Yeah. And that's all you have to do, really, is go to your doctor, and he'll check you out, write you out a script or whatever it is they have to do. And here's the thing at Camp Two Fires. Every time I hear somebody talking about stopping opportunities for people to get out in the field and hunt, it makes me cringe because of what we're up against. We really don't need people going out there and saying, well, you don't need to be hunting like this. We don't need to hunt that. You can't hunt this. You can't do that.
That's how we lost the doves.
Exactly. And that is exactly right.
And that's how we're going to lose everything else. And this is a way to make up some of those licenses that we've been losing over the past 10 years. And if they talk about, well, it's too good a weapon. Well, what about the compounds in the release aids?
Right.
Well, I'm not against any of it.
No, me neither.
But, let's talk about this in fair language.
I agree.
Too good of a weapon.
It's too well, but here's the deal. It's the same thing when you shoot a bow. It's the same thing when you shoot a muzzle loader. You get one shot.
Right.
Exactly.
One shot, one kill. You're not putting 5 in a magazine, racking it, and going to town. I hate that.
Well, there's
For some reason that
there's
bothers me.
a website called Crossbow Nations, and boy, if you could have a show on this right now sometime in the near future, it would be a biggie.
All right, we'll do that then.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Keep up the good work.
All right, brother, shoot straight.
Okay.
See
that
where
is
Tom was calling from? That was Ann Arbor.
Ann Arbor.
Good to see that.
They got hunters in Ann Arbor.
Green country.
I'll tell you how serious that is. A few years ago, I ran into a guy who has a shop down in Ann Arbor. And we were talking to him about advertising on the show, and he's like, and this guy, when he first opened his shop, it was a fly fishing store. And now he's also moving into upland bird hunting. So we're going to the high end of the, with all the special clothes and the, vests that you wear for this, that, and the other. And he was kind of skittish about advertising and saying that he was in Ann Arbor because the People's Republic of Ann Arbor, they don't like guns. They don't like bows. They don't like, they want a malted scotch.
Peace and love.
They want
love.
a single malt scotch and a seat on a 50-yard line at the big house.
That's right.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing, but
It's not the only thing.
right, and these are what we do. So yeah, it is nice to hear from guys from the Ann Arbor area.
Definitely.
It's good to know somebody's toting a gun down there.
Speaking of bird hunting,
I shouldn't say that.
Chuck and I crushed them the week before.
You did, and
We did. We had a great time
I
out
missed
at
it.
the Huntsman Hunt Club.
Man, I've been going there 3-4 years now.
Yeah.
What an
And
awesome
the guys,
place to
the
hunt.
veterans from the 154th Vietnam Veterans Group, said to say hi. And
That's not what they said.
Well,
That's not exactly what they
They
said.
said, "Where's his money?" Number one, and tell that Navy guy we said hi.
That Navy guy. Yeah, they're all Army. They're all Army guys.
Yeah.
No, they had one squid with them.
Yeah, they did.
And was he back there again
Yep.
this year?
Yep, he was. And then we had a
I
young guy named
apologize.
Chris from Desert Storm,
Oh, okay.
and too polite. You can tell he was just out of service because it was always
Yes,
sir, no, sir. And I kept looking over my shoulder for my dad.
You're right. I got news for you, Tom. Look in the mirror. You look like
I
sir.
guess.
Accept it.
Yeah, I guess.
Accept it.
Getting that old.
It's a great thing.
But,
Have them call you sir.
But we crushed them.
Did ya?
We had a real good crowd. Matter of fact, Lieutenant Governor was out there, John Cherry,
Oh, is that right?
and he's a big bird hunter. And him and his son came out.
I've talked to him several times
Yeah.
over the last few years.
Had a real
I've seen
good
him at several
conversation.
different places, as a
Yeah.
matter